We got the best ring announcer in the
Mesdames et
business.
messieurs, accueillons vers le ring. Let's welcome to the ring, Socholotiuk. Accueillons vers le ring. He weighed in at a solid 159 pounds. Ce soir, il fait ses débuts chez les professionnels en arts martiaux mixtes. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight he makes his pro debut as an MMA fighter, proudly representing Socholotiuk MMA, Santos.
This guy looks like he wants to be in a fight.
Yeah.
Very excited to see this. Now, we can't assume just because he's Brazilian, John, that he knows something about Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
You're right, but he represents Socholotiuk MMA, so I think he will know something about Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and we are off to the races. Round one is bout scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds, catch-weight bout.
Dos Santos already being a little playful, and playful can be a very good thing for a talented guy. This is a stressful and for many a terrifying experience, and to be playing in there, to be playful and artistic within it, that is a scary guy.
Socholotiuk looking the takedown.
Dos Santos immediately takes the overhook with the left, and he's trying to pull the head up. The choices on defense here is drive the head way up or way down. He chooses up. He gets taken down and he gets up.
Santos with a left knee to the body. Socholotiuk, another one.
It is never a bad strategy in a situation with an unknown quantity in front of you to try to fatigue it. And by it, I mean the body type. that you were fighting. Try to fatigue it or him. And for Dos Santos in the body type he's facing, try to control it and then separate off it and strike. You can see that, oh, look at the pressure now, he's under the chin.
Socholotiuk in the red shorts. Santos in the orange. And a knee lands below the belt.
Yeah, you saw that response. That is a involuntary response that happens when you get hit there.
And when you're ready.
I really like what I see out of Socholotiuk here, who is just basically breathing, clearing his mind, staying focused.
Conversely, for Dos Santos, he's amped.
So if Matt is recognizing that Dos Santos is amped, maybe you can make him burn some of that energy. Maybe you can draw some of that out of him in a round or two.
And there you see Dos Santos going in for the kill. Socholotiuk up to the challenge. As he eats a knee.
Yeah, great one. Off-balance knee, but he generated a lot of power with it.
By the look of Dos Santos, I have a feeling he can generate a lot of power.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. Socholotiuk here, I think, whether it's intentional, whether it's conscious or unconscious, he's going to be recognizing that he's going to have better opportunities in this fight later in the fight.
But you have to get hurt between now and then.
That's exactly right. That's the hard part. If all we were going to do, I love the placement of Dos Santos' arm, placing across, taking his leg out of the equation, taking his ability to knee with the left out of the equation, making space and kneeing him. Dos Santos impressing me so far here. If you're Socholotiuk, you're thinking, you know, hey, don't worry, we're going to get our turn.
This is a marathon.
Yeah, exactly. We want to slow him down. If he's a sprinter, I'm going to beat him in the marathon. And he has at least a touch slowed down already. Love the step aside there by Dos Santos.
Socholotiuk trying to smash the body.
He's deep now. The strategy here for Dos Santos is push the head down. You can't necessarily as easily pull him all the way up. This is a great choice. Look there.
Arm goes over the rope. Prevented the takedown.
There's a lot of things about the ring that we love, and among them is the beautiful sight lines for live MMA. It's just so great. But it also pushes action. It is harder to work these takedowns with the flexibility of these ropes, and you know, a ref who isn't catching that. You know, that is tough for Matt Socholotiuk. It's great for Davis Dos Santos. So watch Socholotiuk's right hand. See, he's tucked it through. He's holding that overhook hard. He may try to feed and grab that right wrist. It's something the TriStar guys like to do, grab that right wrist of Dos Santos. So this is exactly that marathon style grind that we thought we might see out of Socholotiuk.
Because you look at Davis Dos Santos, Robin, it looks like he's got a lot of fast twitch muscle.
That's right. So we're making him work here if we're the TriStar guys. Cajun Johnson's liking what he's seeing here in the corner, because if it's a tough thing to sit in the back and say, you know what we're going to have to do tonight is exhaust both of us, hurt both of us, fatigue both of us so badly that when we're both burnt out, I think I got a little more than him. That's a tough thing to look forward to. But that's what Matt has accomplished here, I think, in round one. And although I think he lost the round, potentially, I think he's going to have to be happy with that.
Round one in the books. Both men going back to their corners. Round that was controlled by the Brazilian Dos Santos.
But all of this, oh yeah. It doesn't matter who's cutting the replays. We all know that somebody wants to see a replay of a groin shot. And on some twisted level, I think we do. All this work, all of this, when you look at this as a viewer, if you wrestled in high school, if you played football, if you did any kind of that type of sport, you know how grueling this is. And when you look at that fast twitch muscle, as you said, staring across from you, you know you need to do some of that. And that's what Socholotiuk accomplished there in round one, but around I feel he lost. Because you don't want too much of this. You want more of that.
Well, luckily for Matt Socholotiuk, 2 more rounds.
Yep. Luckily, if he doesn't get, you know, drilled sometime between now and then.
Round 2 underway.
Well, one thing you gotta love about this Santos, he wants to fight. Like, there is no question here. Some of these guys feel at their best. They feel the most alive in there. Socholotiuk staying with the plan. Even when he fails on these takedowns, they may pay off later.
And one thing, Robin, we might have to expect is we see the logo on the shorts of Dos Santos, Sherbatov MMA. Maybe his conditioning is right where it needs to be. If that is the case, we could be, Matt Socholotiuk could be in for a long night.
Can you imagine the feeling, okay, all we got to do is wear this guy down. If we wear him down, we're going to get our chances. If we wear him down, we slow him down. That's what we got to do. Grinding, working, killing yourself to do it. And around 2 minutes left of round 3, coming to that conclusion, oh God, I didn't slow him down. That's the gamble. That's the best shot of the fight for Socholotiuk right there. Drilled that knee, really drilled the hip forward on it. Is this playing into his hands though? Is this working for him? All of this 1 under, 1 over, grappling, pummeling. Is it slowing down Dos Santos? We won't know that.
Right now it is Dos Santos initiating. He's the one in charge. He's the one landing the strikes.
He's doing a great job too, because this game he's playing right now,
Let's go.
it's a lot easier against the cage than it is against the ropes, and he was still having some real good success there. That tie up, keep 1 weapon free, 1 or more weapons free. Great stuff, backing up by Socholotiuk, drew him up, backed up, landed the right hand, and now he's looking to strike.
Getting fancy is Dos Santos, trying to introduce new ideas.
Socholotiuk's using keeping his left elbow ready to flare out on a punch. See that left elbow up high? Just got touched with that right hand. Those ones will ding you.
Well, it looks like,
Let's see what happens with the ropes. Yeah. These are all the reasons it's tough to work these takedowns in a ring situation, which does lend itself to us getting a lot more stand-ups striking.
But look at that, it's the Brazilian who gets the takedown.
That was so beautiful. That was just so well timed. And when you haven't shown any takedowns, you haven't flashed any, you haven't tried any, and when you have tied up against the ropes, every message you've been sending is that you want to stop takedowns, not initiate them. You're going to get a chance like that. And man, did Dos Santos make it look easy.
Short little elbow shots for Davis Dos Santos.
Remember I said just because he's Brazilian doesn't mean he knows anything about Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu? I think we can now say he does, because you see these placements of his hips, you see the way he moves his knee, he's changing the control positions of the hips of Matt Socholotiuk. See how Matt's right hip, he's controlling it with his right hip. Now he moves his left foot up higher, and now he goes to the mount on the block. Beautiful stuff.
Potential triangle choke from the top, but Socholotiuk avoids, but gives up his back. Davis looking for the Mataleon, the rear naked choke.
Yeah, this fella knows a little something about me, JJ. Look at him moving, let's come to the middle.
The round on top, he does that.
This is a good fighter right here, man. And he has 1 minute and 45, and he believes in his mount, and he well should. And he is flowing back and forth from the mount to the back, and that's exactly how a good player plays that game.
Getting close to slipping through the ropes is the Brazilian.
He wants to pressure there on the jaw, but you can see the chin is tucked in. He's looking into the submission, into the choke. Now he gets 2 hands on one, and like a baseball bat, pries it down.
Socholotiuk looks comfortable defending. Because of that, Dos Santos decides to inflict damage.
You see how he's wrapping his left arm, and he's using his left hand on the shoulder, now going back under the choke. He might get some pressure here.
And you look at the leg here of Socholotiuk.
Yeah, that's not pleasant. And now you're defending your choke. You're feeling pain in your foot as it goes backwards underneath you. You're feeling trying to adjust as this man's coming up on top of you.
And as soon as he gets that foot free, look at, he manages to get up and now looks to initiate. A takedown.
That's a huge victory right there for Matt Socholotiuk. He is in the process of losing 2 rounds here, but he's back to his feet. The question is, who is more tired now? Because what is more tiring? Hanging out, looking to choke a guy, or defending? Hanging out, looking to throw some punches from him out, or bumping your way out of it? Who's the more tired one going into round 3? I do not think it's going to be Davis dos Santos.
Trying to get a throw.
That little moment where he put his man on the ground, even for a second, that is a statement there at the end of that round. It sucks having to lift yourself up off the mat to walk back to your corner in a round you should be fairly sure you lost. Did some great work here. The open field. Watch, I think this is where Matt slides back, boom. Love it. When you can disengage, didn't clean it up. Matt wasn't able to land that clean, but you can see how skilled he is. Draw a man, and throw the right hand. Timing was good. Very well thought out fighter. There, that actually is going to shake your jaw a little bit. Is this the takedown? Look at that timing. You got a man moving forward on you, and you just beat him in the middle. And yeah, this Brazilian knows a little something about jiu-jitsu.
Socholotiuk getting instructions from Cajun Johnson. What do you anticipate? Is it as simple as go for broke?
Yeah, and I think if you're Socholotiuk, you've been looking to work him against the ropes in hopes of maybe tiring him. I think you need an open field takedown. You need to get the top position and do a little work. Or you need to land that right hand.
Davis dos Santos still appears fresh.
He does.
Fresh and aggressive.
And he's used all his weapons. We just saw him work the elbow in there. This is a very natural fighter. I'm sure there's a lot of combat sports experience in him before moving up to Canada and coming to Shurbatov MMA. But
because realistically here, this is a guy that's making his professional mixed martial arts debut. Does it look like a man that is fighting for the first time?
it looks like he's going to look to finish this fight here. He was able to really hurt his man and then look for a takedown. This is a really disheartening. It does not look like this is his first fight. That is for damn sure. When you're right in the middle of it and able to have the good sense, or you're just so called a natural at it, but have the good sense mid-hurt to take a guy down and take him to the ground instead of getting all excited and looking to finish.
Plenty of time for the Brazilian Davis dos Santos representing Shurbatov MMA.
It would be like taking a kid from another country and moving across the world to Canada and saying, here, put these skates on and go play hockey, and then they can play it. You know, to see a guy in flow in combat sport like this against a top talented guy like Matt Socholotiuk, this is very impressive. Just
break.
Socholotiuk falling through the ropes. Falling through the ropes.
Through the roots. Socholotiuk has to pull the trigger on the right hand or get a takedown. So he's fighting to get in and wrestle and get that takedown.
Dos Santos trying to time that right uppercut.
Santos also offering trips now, just showing so many things, really just overloading the computer of Socholotiuk, keeping his brain guessing and thinking, looking for so many things to defend and protect himself against. He doesn't get anything going.
A crash, so to speak.
Yeah. He's trying to give him the spinning wheel of death.
Yeah. People are like, what the hell is Robin Brock talking about?
That's not the first time people think that.
Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
Wheel of death.
Wheel of death to Brock Lesnar. Remember we discussed after round 1, Socholotiuk could feel happy that maybe he had fatigued his opponent. Well, he actually looks to be the more fatigued of the two because of the great work and great skills of Davis dos Santos.
And the conditioning.
Yeah. Over at Shurbatov MMA, man, they know what they're doing. You know, the conditioning program is on point. All of the different skills. Buddy Howie, the jiu-jitsu guy, really prepared on the ground. And Yanni, of course, on the feet. And
there you see Dos Santos going in for the kill. Will he get the stoppage? A minute and a half remaining in this contest.
And he could absolutely be circling around and getting behind his jab and throwing some leg kicks, but he is pushing, pushing, pushing. This is a very, very win or lose, and right now he's got 1 minute. If he wins this minute or is not finished in this minute, I believe he will win. But he is somebody to watch.
As we pointed out, Robin, the stars of tomorrow today.
Wow, this is definitely one. When you have that complete a skill set, you're willing to step up and fight a solid tri-star prospect in Matt Socholotiuk, and you're able to take his heat. You know, if he's trying to wrestle you and trying to fatigue you, you're equal to it or better than it. Look good on the feet, good on the ground, make great choices in here. This is a good fighter, man.
And in his first fight, got to go 15 minutes.
You know when you're taking on a talented guy who has a lot more experience than you, that 15, you better be ready for 15 minutes, and he sure was. Socholotiuk needs to separate, but it is. With 10 seconds remaining, I think that might be the fight.
Will we see a high flying maneuver from Matt Socholotiuk? No, not enough time, as a left hand lands for Davis Dos Santos. He walks around pointing at the crowd. I love it.
That's a huge statement to make. They offer you up a fight with a guy from the gym that you know is very skilled. In your debut, and you walk in there and look as good as he looked all over, pushing forward a lot. So much fight in him mentally, and so much skill in him technically. Look at him. Just so free to express his skills. But great on the ground. Handled the wrestling, and the wrestling was a tall assignment. Handled the conditioning. This is a very good fighter, man. Excited to see him fight again.
Who will it be? The Brazilian Davis Dos Santos or the Canadian Matt Socholotiuk? The Brazilian confident that he has earned the victory here in Laval, Quebec tonight. Do the judges feel the same way? That question will be answered momentarily. Great crowd on hand here at the Sport Expo. As Dos Santos engaging the crowd.
Mesdames, Mesdemoiselles, Messieurs, après 3 rounds d'action, ladies and gentlemen, after 3 action-packed rounds, we go to the scorecards. Le juge Blouin ainsi que le juge Girard remettent des cartes de pointage identiques, 30-27, 30-27. Et le juge Lefebvre remet une carte de pointage de 29-28 pour votre vainqueur, for your winner. And now, undefeated, ladies and gentlemen, Davis Dos Santos.
A hell of a performance by Davis Dos Santos, who gets his first victory. We send it up to Robin Black.
I'm here with Davis Dos Santos. Where did you come from? Wow. Yeah, man, like, and that was your first ever mixed martial arts fight?
C'est un long temps que j'attendais ici, tout le monde sait. Ici à Montréal, au Canada, au Québec. Merci beaucoup à tout le monde qui m'a fortalecé, gars. First time. Première fois.
Man, you should be, I know you're emotional, and you should be, because that was a wonderful fight. And it's very impressive that you were able to fight a guy that skilled in your first fight and look that good. You should be very proud.
Il y a longtemps, je m'entraîne, j'attendais longtemps cette opportunité. J'agradece ao Senhor, primeirement. C'est là avec moi et avec toute mon équipe ici. Boris, merci beaucoup. C'est meu professor, meu coach de jiu-jitsu. Isso aí, galera. Vamos esperar a próxima etapa. Okay, merci beaucoup à tout le monde. Merci beaucoup, les amis. Merci beaucoup à tout le monde. Merci beaucoup. Thank you very much, buddy.
Congratulations, sir. It was a pleasure to watch you fight. Cheers. Davis dos Santos, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations.
Davis dos Santos, 3 hard rounds under his belt. Puts on a hell of a performance here